Hey, good morning, everyone. I'm going to get you right back to our regular anchors for Night's Watch in a second. But I just want to take a moment to talk a little bit about the lockdown that we just had. I want to thank you all for your diligence. It actually went very, very well. And I know it's a little disconcerting to have that as a way to start your morning. And I'll tell you that throughout my time as a principal, I've actually been fortunate enough that I've never experienced a real lockdown. But I think it is very important that we are prepared in the event that we ever had to call one. So I want to thank you for that. Again, as I surveyed the halls, most things went really well, except for one thing, and I think you all probably know what it is. A large number of students late in the hall who had to either be ushered into other classrooms at that time or were actually stuck in the hallway in essentially no man's land, okay? We've actually tried to gather all of those students to have a little chat about the importance of it, but I just wanted to stress to everyone that certainly in the event of a lockdown, that is a really severe safety hazard for all of us. But I want to talk about that larger issue of lates too, because for me, there are actually two things that I see as really, really profound problems with the number of lates that we have on any given moment at any given class. One of them is about the effect that that has on us academically. Okay, if you are continually wandering into a class late, that means you've got to take that time to get up to speed, possibly distracting your teacher, distracting your classmates. And I have no doubt in my mind that it has a huge impact on how well you are doing in that class. The other thing is even more profound, I believe, and that is the impact that it has on relationships. If you are continually coming late for a classroom, think about what you are demonstrating to your teacher, to your classmates. That something else was infinitely more important than that class. That can only serve to fracture relationships, make that first engagement in a day one of conflict as opposed to collaboration. And I just don't think it's the way that we want to be as a school. So I'm hoping that we can use this lockdown not only as a little check on one of our main safety mechanisms, but as a little bit of a wake-up call to do better when it comes to being in class on time. But again, I want to thank the vast majority of us who were on time and who did fulfill our obligations in the lockdown. So thank you very much for that. I've just got a couple of other quick things just to mention. I want to thank our cafeteria staff as well as all of the students who work with Chef Tom in terms of getting our cafeteria up and running, sparkling. Now, I know right now it is a sitting space, but it's a much welcome sitting space that we can use at lunch. And next week, we'll open it up in the mornings as well. So when you come in, you'll have an opportunity to go there as a space. As we move into the second semester, we will have full food service and we'll have lots of information for you there. But I actually just want to thank everyone for the respect that you've shown in that space so far. When I've come in to be in there and kind of sweep kids to class after, it has been exceptionally clean, and I'm hoping that is something that we can keep going as well. I want to remind all of you that our next Student Voice Lunch takes place next week on Friday the 16th. If you are interested at all in this, there is a form on your grade level Google Classroom where you can express interest for this. I'm presuming we'll have more interest than we can actually accommodate. We will do a random draw for this. So again, if you're interested, please put your name forward. And the only other thing is just for celebrations and shoutouts, I'll tell you folks, we've been a little light on the celebrations and shoutouts coming from students. I suspect that's just a testament to a long month and how busy everyone is, but I would really encourage you to think about somebody in your life who you want to give a shout out or somebody you want to celebrate for something they've done either little or small. I just have a couple for you. I talked to Mr. Rodriguez. He was very, very excited because on Wednesday, our indoor soccer team beat Harry Ainley for I think he said only the second time in recent memory. And as you recall, we had a very tight-fought defeat in the city finals last year. So Mr. Rodriguez was very excited about that. So I want to give a shout out to the indoor soccer team on their big win on Wednesday. I also want to give a shout out to all of the students and staff who participated in our Indigenous Family Night this past Tuesday. If you recall Tuesday night, it was one of the coldest nights that we've had all year. I think it was minus 33. And I was a little worried if that was going to keep people away, but we actually had well over 100 people in the cafeteria that night, and it was the first event to open up our cafeteria, and I think it was a fitting testament to the idea of Queenie as a larger family. So I want to thank everyone for that, and I think that's all I have blathering on about right now. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I hope you watch some great soccer. There's going to be some great games over the next couple of days, and I'll turn it over to our usual anchors and Mr. Herrera.
Good morning, Knights, and welcome to the Night's Watch. I'm Miriam.
And I'm Mr. Herrera.
The Night's Watch is a daily show that airs at the beginning of Block 2. The Night's Watch is a show made by students for students to keep everyone up to date with everything Queenie.
Let's get to the announcements.
A reminder to everyone that QR codes to participate in the World Arabic Language Day has been posted around the school as well as on Instagram.
Just open the camera app on your phone and tap the QR code. Now, we did get an update today from Ms. Kamal that emails have been sent out to the winners. So please make sure that you guys check your emails if you've been participating with the QR codes.
The Black Inclusion Association has opened a post-secondary application at Bureaucé.
This is an offer of $500 to each recipient to cover the cost of post-secondary applications.
Check your grade 11 and grade 12 Google Classrooms for more information.
There is also a new scholarship available for Indigenous students, which could cover tuition, living expenses, and provide employment opportunities.
This scholarship is offered by TD Bank. Check your grade level Google Classroom for more information.
And as well, there's an upcoming workshop. So register for the U of A Scholarships 101 online workshop. Hear from expert advisors to learn tips for writing a strong scholarship application. The deadline for U of A scholarships are January 11th. So this will give you a month to write something outstanding.
This virtual event is on December 13th and runs from 6 to 7 p.m.
And again, check your grade level Google Classrooms for more information.
And so we have a door decorating competition that runs on Monday to Friday. And the prize will be a pizza party for the best door. And it will be Block 2 classes. So everyone in Block 2, get supplies, decorate your doors. The winner will be decided via vote. So get decorating.
All right. And in World Cup news, yeah, Neymar dived again. But Croatia just stunned Brazil by tying the game 1-1. They are currently in a quarterfinal game fighting for a spot towards the semifinals. And it looks like they're probably going to penalties. So it's going to be an exciting couple of minutes. Definitely do not go on your phone and watch the penalties and pay attention to your teachers. In terms of weather, since we don't have a weather person today, it's going to get a little bit colder over the weekend. So make sure that you guys are staying warm and have an awesome weekend.
Morocco is playing Portugal.
Go Morocco.
We're going to win.
Let's go Morocco.